Comic books ranging from the 60s to the 90s.
What can I do with it, man?
Why else would he be in your store in the first place, you big tattooed bearded freak?
Sell them.
In our very first video we will be having a look at the top 10 items sold on Pawn Stars. We will be only looking at items that have been purchased by the History Channel show. The only items in this episode will be from the comic book world of Marvel, DC and Star Wars. We will be excluding the show Hardcore Porn and their amazing Silver Surfer episode. Some of the items you see here will be mind-blowing. I mean, the amount of money some of this stuff go for is ridiculous, and have me thinking to myself, why on earth I never kept my comics as a child. Stupid. Stupid me. Anyway, number 5. So here is a guy that came into the store with a big box of comic books. Just look at his face, look how enthusiastic he looks. He comes in wanting $150 for the box, even though his hat looks in better condition than the books.
They range from maybe 50 cents to $1 a piece. I should be able to get at least $130 out of all of them.
Hey, Pops, you know anything about comic books, man?
A little bit. All I know is they ain't worth nearly as much as they used to be. They used to be so hot.
Why is that?
It just, things change, you know?
Most of the first editions are worth more than anything.
It doesn't necessarily have to be #1 or one of the earlier ones. Some of the later ones can be worth money if you have a specific artist that did the artwork in them. If there's something really strange that happened in the story and everyone wants that one, those can make it be worth a lot more money. So there's a little bit of everything that makes them worth money. I'm still not a big expert on them. You know, like I always say, it's about supply and demand.
Most of them are kept in pretty good condition.
Now hang on, mate, I've seen a Victorian night worker in better condition. Your box looks like a kennel for a hamster with a speech impediment.
Widow?
It says black, dude.
Black Widow, okay. It's a really weird font, all right? I mean, you got lots of cool ones here. X-Men.
Oh yeah, a lot of X-Men.
X-Men are always cool.
Oh yeah.
Batman.
That's a nice one.
How much you want for these things?
Close to 150 as I can get.
So would 20 bucks be close enough? No.
No.
You know, the problem with these things is they sit around, I sell one a week, and then it takes me 2 years to get rid of the damn things. I guarantee you, my dad over there will be giving them away to kids left and right. Won't you, Dad?
More money.
Yeah, so I'd give you like 70 bucks for them, man.
I'll take it.
Number 4. So this guy comes into the store with a comic book art print featuring Batman, Spider-Man, the Jokers and more. He's wanting $1,500 for this piece, and as usual, Shrek and Donkey have no idea what this could be worth, so they call up an expert to see what it actually could be worth. Half the time this store don't know the value of a product and have to call someone in to appraise it. Anyway, this piece seems to be really cool and would look amazing inside someone's man cave or sheet den.
Oh, what do we got here?
We have a very rare piece of original comic book art.
Comic book art?
Yep, it's before production, obviously. This is what the artist submits to the comic book.
It looks pretty cool. It's got Batman, Spider-Man, and the Joker. Any idea of what you're looking to get out of it?
I think that $1,200 is a fair price.
1,200? Yeah, buddy, I have no idea, to be honest with you, what the thing's worth. I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on here. You want me to go call in Johnny? Nah, man, this is more of like an art thing. Call up Brett. That's a good idea.
A few moments later.
All right, this is what you called me down here for.
A little different than fine art.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Do you know the specifics on this, who the artist was?
Yeah, it was an artist by the name of Mark Bagley, who's known as one of the top 10 Spider-Man artists in the world.
I don't know as much about comic book artists as I do, a lot of fine artists, but I do know that he's very well respected and revered in the comic book art world. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think he worked for both companies for a time.
Correct.
He was the perfect choice. It's definitely real. I think to the right collector, you're probably looking $1,500 plus, maybe $2,000.
Okay. All right, my man. The guy's telling me $1,500, maybe on a good day, $2,000 out of it. I'd offer you around $800.
800. Don't beat me up that bad. If it's worth 15, maybe 2,000, I think 1,200 is a fair price.
Go 900. I want to make a little bit more money than that.
Fair, I'd take 1,000.
All right, man, I'll do 1,000.
Thank you.
Show me, you want to write them up? Yeah. Come on, let's go here.
I think 1,000 is fair. In an ideal market, two serious geeks went at it. Could see it going for more, but I feel it's a fair price.
Number 3. So there is this dude that has a raunchy piece of artwork from the 60s. This strip has Spider-Man and also has a section where Mary Jane is naked in the bathtub with nothing but bubbles covering her Spidey lumps. He comes into the store wanting to sell it for $10,000. Chum Lee is hesitant about the authenticity, so decided to take it to the meet and greet Stan Lee is hosting at the Avengers station. Now, this legend is pretty old and would have signed a lot of stuff in his time. So you will see that even Stan Lee himself has trouble identifying it. Now if you ask me, I would have kept this strip and placed it nice and tidy between my Playboy and Maxim. Just saying.
I've got a piece of original artwork from Marvel Comics, Spider-Man.
Mind if I turn it around?
No, absolutely. It's 40 years old. It was a comic strip printed for the newspapers back in 1977.
All right, The Amazing Spider-Man. It's pretty racy, actually. You have Mary Jane in the bathtub,
yeah,
and
40 years ago it was.
Looks like she's inviting Spider-Man over for a little extracurricular activity.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. You know, quite the team. Stan Lee would write it and come up with a little script and the idea, and then Romita would pencil it in and color it, and it would become this iconic comic strip.
Absolutely.
When you think of Marvel, you think of Stan Lee. I think Spider-Man was maybe a second character they created. First, they created Fantastic Four, and that was like kind of an answer to DC's Justice League of America. And I mean, and then it just grew from there. So how'd you get the signatures on there?
Well, when I bought this from Mr. Romita, I had him sign it for me, so I got his signature right away. And about 20 years ago at a show, Stan Lee was there, and I had met him then, and I had brought this with, and he signed it for me then.
Okay. How much do you want for this?
Well, I've been the only owner of it for decades. I estimate it to be in the $8,000 to $10,000 range.
Okay. Before I pay that kind of money for it, I'm gonna need to get it authenticated. These are two iconic signatures. This is an iconic comic. I mean, it's Spider-Man. And I mean, the strip itself is pretty freaking cool. When you think of Spider-Man, you don't really think of this type of artwork or this type of conversation. I think there's someone that can help us in town right now. You want to meet me down at the Marvel Avengers station?
Sure.
Perfect. All right. See you down there. We had a comic strip come into the shop. It's a Spider-Man comic strip from the 70s, signed by Stan Lee. So I'm headed down to the Avengers station on the strip right now to meet the creator of Spider-Man, the one and only Stan Lee himself.
Chumley.
Hey.
Sorry, excuse me.
How you doing? Are you just cutting everyone?
Sorry.
No.
I thought I was supposed to meet you outside.
I know. All right, you brought it. So, how much do you want for this again?
I was looking to get $10,000 for it, Chum.
You know, if he authenticates it as real, I think I could pay you like $3,500 for it.
Oh.
I don't think it's worth quite $10,000. Maybe on a good day I could get that.
Mary Jane in a bathtub? Come on. I'll tell you what, make it 8. 8,000.
How about 4,200? I mean, that's a lot of money. And
with the snappy banner from Stanley, come on, rock bottom offer, 5,000.
you know, even if I buy this from you, I still have to get it authenticated. All right, if he says it's real, I'll do 5,000.
Sounds good.
We'll do on a shake on a deal. All right. Hopefully he says it's real.
Next in line.
Mr. Lee meets Mr. Lee. I mean, this is a great iconic moment. I can't wait. Hey, how you doing,
there.
Mr. Lee?
Glad to see you.
Yeah. What brings you into town?
Oh, well, they hadn't seen me in a long time, and I couldn't deprive the people of Las Vegas
Yeah, Las Vegas.
from seeing me.
What's this pin you have on here?
That's my respect pen. The whole purpose of it is to try to get the people of different colors to start respecting each other more, and instead of hostility, to have friendship. And I'm doing my best, and I hope others will wear the pin and do their best too.
I like that. I feel like I've always got that message to your comics anyways.
Tried.
I had a quick question for you, if you don't mind.
I'll give you a quick answer.
All right, I have this comic strip here.
Wow. Oh, this brings back memories. John Romita drew it. He's wonderful.
What we really loved about it was the snappy dialogue.
Well, that's my dialogue. Obviously, it's going to be good.
Wondering if you noticed that signature.
I have a special lens here. Yeah. That's my signature.
So that is your signature, huh?
Oh, no doubt about it. Whose is it? Yours?
That's mine.
You're a lucky guy.
Hey, well, appreciate it.
It was a pleasure seeing you. Good luck to you. Frame it carefully.
Stanley has authenticated the piece.
5,000. All right, it's a good deal.
And I've made my deal with Chumley. All in all, meeting both of the Lees has really been a great day for me, and I'm very happy.
Number 2. Okay, so on this one a man walks into the place with some pretty awesome figures from the early Star Wars franchise. Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head is on the scene with this one. He's looking for $11,000 for the complete set. Corey is thrown back but how much these toys go for and is shocked by the price of the jewel. He is looking to sell them for his retirement and is ready to part with this awesome collection. Corey is hesitant for giving a good price with the excuse of a member of his staff could damage the item. Now if that was the case then there is one simple answer for that particular employee.
Ah! What do you got here? They're Star Wars figurines from 1978. Sweet. Hey, Big Hoss, you know all about Star Wars.
You know I've never seen the movie, man.
Hoss, I am your father. 7 figurines. Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Darth Vader, the Stormtrooper, C-3PO, but one of the most values I understand is the Jawa. And there's many ones with the cloth cape, but the vinyl one is, and this one is one that's very rare.
These are the original ones, right?
They are original.
Okay, so how'd you get them?
My mother and father kind of collected things. These somehow ended up in our closet. Star Wars was huge at the time. Everybody saw that.
Everybody except Corey. I never really got the whole Star Wars thing, but I do know that the movie made ridiculous amounts of money.
Luke Skywalker was trying to save Princess Leia here from Darth Vader and his stormtroopers. And I think this robot right here was on Luke Skywalker's team.
Well, thanks for the plethora of information, Chum. I really appreciate it.
All right, I'm going to lunch now. I'll be out of here.
Any idea of what you're looking to get out of him?
$11,000.
$11,000 for toys. That's shocking to me.
They do have some value. You know, I found stuff online that indicates that Jawa is worth anywhere from the high $7,000 range to $8,000 or $9,000.
For that little thing?
For that little thing.
I can see paying you like $5,000, man.
Oh, I don't.
I gotta be the one to sell them.
Yeah, I understand that, but that's not even close. You know, I'm looking for $7,500. You'll turn an instant profit of a couple $1,000s without an effort.
Yeah, man, but then I take the risk of one of my guys messing one of these up and...
Well, then you need to hire another staff member then.
Would you take 6 for them?
No. They're gonna do nothing but grow in value. At $7,500, you're still gonna turn a profit of $2,000 or $3,000 with no effort.
I'll give you $7,000.
Why don't we split it and say $7,250?
I'll give you $7,000. I mean, I'm taking all the risk here.
Okay, I'll do $7,000.
All right, deal. Wanna write them up?
Sure. I'm pretty happy with $7,000, but my dad was a salesman his whole life. I think he'd be saying, Eric, you should have asked a little bit more.
And finally, what we've all been waiting for. Number 1.
Hello.
Hello. I brought in my official Batman utility belt from 1966.
Now I just want to say sorry for the poor quality this next section has. There seem to be some funny static lines throughout the clip. However, it's not that bad and doesn't really distract you from the video. I have no idea why we had to say sorry, but they're forcing me to. I think the person that should be sorry is the fool we stole this video from. Shame on you for uploading a terrible quality video. Anyway, this woman is coming in with an amazing Batman utility belt for kids. This thing is in amazing condition. The sexy lady said that she's selling this piece as she needs a new car. I for one wouldn't mind giving her a lift. But then again, I am just a computer. And she'd probably give me a virus.
Pretty amazing. Where did you get this?
Obviously Bruce Wayne, you idiot.
I came to the pawn shop today to sell my Batman utility belt from 1966. I got the belt in the 70s at an antique mall. I'm looking to get $17,000 for my belt. If I sell my belt, I'm gonna buy a new car. I really need a new car.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Batman has been a pretty amazing brand since the 1930s because there's everything from the cartoons to the comic books to the movies, and it never seems to end. The TV show came out in 1966. It was really, really fun. It was cheesy. People watched it with their kids. It was one of those shows that sort of rocketed straight to the top and went straight back down. So it was only on for 3 seasons. But Burt Ward and Adam West made entire careers just because they did this for 3 years.
Right.
I mean, I watched the reruns when I was a kid and I loved it. And I think it was mostly because of the Batman utility belt. See, we have the Batarang there, the Bat Cuffs, the Bat Gun, the Bat Rocket Grenade.
It's all there.
I just find it amazing. Do you like Batman?
Yeah, he's not the best superhero, but he's all right.
What's your favorite superhero?
The greatest superhero of all time, Superman.
I'm not with you on Superman.
Superman is what Batman pays millions of dollars to be, and guess what? Superman was born that way.
Batman, all he needs is a little kryptonite, and Superman's nothing. So what do you want for this?
$17,000.
Holy something, that's a lot of money.
G. Willikers is the proper terminology.
G. Willikers?
Yeah.
All right. My toy guy is just 1 block away. I'm gonna give him a call, and we'll get it figured out from there.
That sounds good.
Well, I'll be right back. Batman, way better than Superman, hands down.
I'm not saying that Batman's not cool. I'm just saying Superman's better. Batman's like a super cop at best.
Super cop?
Yeah.
Batman was pretty cool, man.
Yeah, he's pretty cool, but he's not a better superhero than Superman.
I mean, Superman kind of was the reason that the Batman show even got made. The Superman show was running more for like little kids, and they decided to do this Batman show, which was geared towards teenagers, but it fell back to little kids.
So the Batman utility belt.
This thing is amazing. Can I take a look at it?
Yes.
I would have been so cool when I was 6 years old if I had this.
I'll tell you what, to Batman collectors, guys, this is the holy grail. It was a toy, so it wasn't necessarily meant to hold up. And a lot of these didn't, because what happened is you opened it up on the way out the store, you ripped the belt out of the box, you put it on before you even got in the car. But this is in incredible shape. It has not been removed, it has not been played with, there's no stress marks on it. The only one thing that I see here is there's a little bit of paper tear right there off the box.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. But the thing is, she is asking $17,000 for this.
I've seen the belts just by themselves, the most common pieces to find, sell for thousands of dollars. In the case of this, I think you've got an absolutely great piece. You have tons of Batman collectors, tons of superhero collectors, so you can't miss on the market. I think you have no problem getting $16,000 for this.
Yes.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, thank you. Wow, amazing. Chum?
All right.
Have a good one. This thing is incredible. All of the toys are immaculate. Everything pops. So I think the shop's gonna have no problem getting $16,000 for this.
I'll give you 10 grand for it.
Oh, no. I would consider $15,000. You'd still make $1,000.
No, I wouldn't make any money. If I worked on margins like that, I would be out of business. I will give you $11,000.
$12,000.
No.
$11.50.
No. $11,000. Anything more than that, it's not going to make any sense to me.
Okay.
All right, deal. Sweet. Chum will meet you right over there and do some paperwork with you and get you paid.
Okay.
And no, don't touch. You're not going to touch it.
It's not gonna fit you. It's just 32 waist.
Well, there you have it, our top 5 most expensive items from the world of geeks sold on Pawn Stars. We spend a long time finding these videos, so the least you could do is leave a like. I mean, what harm could it do? You may as well. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment down below for what you would like to see next, and as always, subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on that notification bell so that you'll never miss a video. Subscribe.
Do it!